I got to bring up Urban. So Urban, he got.
Hey, I want to defend Urban because you be on Urban. I want to defend him. He has, and this has been consistent. He has had Michigan / Ohio State for the #1 spot the whole season. I want to give him. I got to commend him on that because as much as we know he loves Ohio State and hates Michigan, he's been very transparent and had Michigan / Ohio State. You got to give him some credit for that, Sam. And I'm not going to let you just do this. You got to give him some credit.
See. I was going to try to take it easy on you. I wasn't going to bring up James Franklin fan over here, right? I wasn't going to bring it up. I tried to tell you about James Franklin. Now I'm going to tell you about Urban Meyer. All right. See, Urban Meyer got trolled this week.
Okay.
Right? He got trolled because there was this thing that was put out by this dude who makes up quotes. The police said I can't say his name. I want to light him up. My man tried to troll me with a baby seat in the back. I was like, come on, seriously. You try to come at me with a baby.
Oh, you talking about the guy?
Yeah. I can't say it. The cop said you can't say his name. Don't say it. I said, okay, fine. Right? Fine. But he trolled Urban Meyer because he put out a fake quote where he said, well, if you lose to the backup coach, you got to get fired. Somewhere along those lines. So Urban Meyer said, I would never say. He came out, dignified the made up quote by, I would never say anything like this. Right? Never that. Never something so reckless. Then he goes on the Colin Cowherd show, right? And they're talking about Jim Harbaugh in Michigan. He said, well, based on what I heard, if it goes as deep as I'm hearing, he's not going to be the coach next year. Now, give me the exact quote. Go, Ben, if you can go find Colin has it on his Twitter page with the quote. So wasn't going to be reckless with Ohio State. Like he had to come out, make sure everybody knew. I would never say that about Ryan Day, even though, the sun shines on the dog's ass every now and then. The made-up quote wasn't off base, right? Why would you keep him if he loses to the backup coach, right? Why? But now we turn the page to Michigan, and well, I could be reckless as I want to be.
Right.
Yeah, I'm hearing all this great. Yeah, he can't coach there ever again. If what I'm hearing is true, like, come on, man. So, and you want to back this dude up, DG?
First of all, here we go again. You committed to misunderstanding. I was talking about his take on Michigan throughout the year. He's had him as a slash with his team. I don't know nothing about none of this. I don't care about none of this. I was just telling you that he's had Michigan, Ohio State, the #1 team, slashed the whole season. He's been consistent with that.
Here you are giving the man credit again for paying child support. You can't give a man credit for something he has no choice but to do. Like everyone would say.
That's not true, though. That's not true because everybody else on the panel has put Ohio State ahead of him.
Man, the dude.
And he got him slashed. That's a fact. Everybody else says Ohio State's better than Michigan, which we don't believe to be true. But he's putting it as a slash every time as the Ohio State guy. Now, maybe he's hedging his bets. I don't know what it is. But it's a fact. You don't have to do that.
They ask him, who would you pick to win the championship? Who would you pick to win the game? He wouldn't even answer the question. He still calls him the schools up north. All the stuff that comes with being at Ohio State.
So he didn't pick somebody to win?
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't.
But Sam,
that's
but Sam, that's like what I'm talking about. He's not even picking his own team.
Yeah, that's him picking Michigan, basically. What I was saying.
That's right. Like he's not picking his own team. You got to give him some credit for that. You got to.
I'm not giving him credit for a damn thing, especially when, like I said, he is going out of his way. Tell all the Buckeyes. I know there's some crazy Buckeyes out there. I get it. Which I love the Buckeyes. Please keep coming to the subscribing to my site. They're paying me to troll me, which I don't care. Hey, keep paying me.
Hey, as long as you do it. As long as the check clear.
I'm good. Yeah, as long as the check clear, they watching the videos. Hey, you can comment all you want. Just keep watching the videos. Keep sending those numbers up. Buckeyes are not too bright. Buckeyes not too bright. So, that's why you can have them writing, crazy articles because they feel like their audience is so dumb. They won't understand that this is all fake and made up, right? So, hey, good business model when that's your clientele. I get it. Now, here's the thing, though. He is going out of his way to let those people know, listen, no, I wouldn't. Brian is okay. Brian is fine. I would never say. I would never put that kind of pressure on him. Except then when it comes to Michigan, now the standard gets lowered. Now the treatment is different. And
Sam,
as a
he don't owe
broadcaster,
Michigan nothing.
hey, man,
You don't even like Michigan.
hey, look, I'm not asking you to be sunshine and rainbows about them, but don't be reckless throwing out
Yeah.
stuff with no basis. Because I talked to some people, as I say, listen, I know there have been things that we didn't see coming, right? So the whole story in was it Yahoo last week talking about Uncle T paying Connor Stallions to do X, Y, Z, right?
Uncle T? Who's Uncle T? What?
Well, the story said it's a Michigan donor. The story said it's a Michigan donor. What I can tell you is, I don't know if that's true, but I can tell you that there was concern. There was absolutely concern about it, and concern that helped color the decision that, look, let's just let's keep it moving. Let's accept the punishment, keep it moving, right? So, but in the atmosphere where that kind of stuff is leaking before Michigan can comment or even knows about it, is it possible that someone at the NCAA or the Big Ten could be telling Urban Meyer some things before Michigan gets wind? It's possible. But given the fact that the investigation is ongoing, we just saw Chris Partridge get fired last week.
Mhm.
That being the case, I find it hard to believe that they wouldn't even have an inkling of some.
Yeah, and a lot of people are saying he got fired because they're guilty. No, he got fired because he broke rules of being transparent with the NCAA. Right, that's the reason he got fired. Right, and so I agree with that. Right, because Harbaugh has been transparent for all we know. Right, I think he's been transparent. Everybody on the staff. And so when you obstruct justice, essentially, I don't want to get too deep like it's actually a crime being committed.
Let's be clear, because there are reports out there, and I can't back up, vouch for what anybody else is saying about the evidence. Look, what I know is NCAA is interviewing Michigan players, and one of the players. So the way the story goes, they're talking about things internally. One of the players says something about some involvement with Connor Stallion, something that they heard or either they were directly involved. I don't know what. And as I was told, he was like, "Hey, don't say that. Don't say that. You don't want to say that. You don't want to repeat that to nobody else. Don't repeat it to anybody around here. Don't repeat it to the investigator." One of the kids went and told the investigator
That he said that.
that he said that, and he got fired.
He must have been on somebody's butt in practice all year.
That sound like a disgruntled player to me. Hey, Daniel, you knew it right away. He been on somebody's butt.
Hey, he been on somebody's
said, "I'm gonna
butt.
get you."
Hey, somebody ain't getting enough depth on their drops or something, because he been on them.
I thought the same thing. But beside the point, look, it's called attempted to impede an investigation.
Obstruction of justice.
Yeah, that gets you fired. And so,
of course.
So, but my point, you got that investigation going on, and nobody in Michigan, if there's something more damaging on the horizon than the concern over this whole Uncle
People
T,
in Michigan don't know about it.
they don't even know, right? And you would think this would be a time where they would have some clue of some impending doom on the horizon. So, I mean, clearly they don't know what they don't know, but what they do know is if whatever Urban Meyer is talking about, all this stuff I'm hearing, if it's true, it's like, come on, man. One source was like, man, he's full of the blue. He's full of it, right?
You remember that scene in Friday? We said, "What happened to the last security guards?"
What happened? Man, you don't even know what happened to the last security guard.
Yeah, I don't know. How you know? That's the same thing. Like, if the people in Michigan, how does Urban Meyer know? Unless somebody at Ohio State is feeding them garbage, right? So that's another one, Sam. Consider the source.
Mm-hmm.